Good morning. I welcome all the BSc final year students from semester 5. Because of the COVID pandemic, the regular classes, that is classroom teaching, is not possible. Therefore, it has been decided to conduct classes online. Therefore, all of you must remain connected as per the timetable. The timetable is already sent to you. Also, I have distributed the syllabus to all of you. You must go through the syllabus. Dear students, you are the student of semester 5. In the semester 5, in biochemistry, there are two papers. That is paper 1, that is metabolism, and paper 2, that is molecular biology. I am going to teach the metabolism paper, that is paper 1. In the metabolism, there are 4 units. The first 2 units are concerning with carbohydrate metabolism, and the last 2 units are concerning with lipid metabolism. First of all, you must know what is meant by metabolism. Metabolism is nothing but all the chemical reaction taking place in the cell which are catalyzed by the enzymes. The reactions which are taking place in all living cells, that is including microorganisms, plants and animals. In all living cells, there are metabolic pathways, and all the pathways in all the cells are catalyzed by enzymes. In metabolic pathway, there are number of reactions. Some pathways are short pathways having few reactions, some pathways are very long pathways having a number of reactions. But all the reactions takes place in sequence. That is, first enzyme acts on the substrate to form the product, then the reaction of the second enzyme on the first product to form the second product, then the reaction of the second enzyme on the second product to form the third product, and so on. And lastly, the formation of the last product. This sequence of reaction, it is called as pathway, also called a metabolic pathway. The metabolic pathway takes place in the cell. In the cell there are various cell organelles. In the cytoplasm, the cell organelles are distributed. They are called as cytoplasmic cell organelles. It includes the nucleus, the mitochondria, Golgi complex, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, and so on. The pathway occur in specific cell organelle. Some pathway occur in the cytoplasm, some pathway occur in the nucleus, some occur in the mitochondria, some in the lysosomes, some in the endoplasmic reticulum, and so on. In this way, the pathways are specific for the specific cell organelle. But most of the pathways occur in the cytoplasm, and then number 2, some pathways occur in the mitochondria. The pathway to occur in the cell, there must be supply of the nutrients, and without the organic compound, the nutrients, there is no metabolism in the cell. Therefore, a cell obtains the nutrients from the surrounding fluid, and the surrounding fluid is called as interstitial fluid, which obtain the nutrients from blood. The blood obtain nutrients from the intestine and from stomach. In the stomach and intestine, the nutrients come from our food. When you take food, the food is digested by the digestive enzymes up to the formation of the absorbable nutrients. The conversion of the complex food into simple food, that is the absorbable nutrients, it is called a digestion. After digestion, the nutrients are transported across the intestinal membrane into the blood. Via the blood they are supplied to each and every part of our body, that is to each and every cell of our body. The cell absorb the nutrients which enter into the cytoplasm first, and from the cytoplasm they are transported to each cell organelle. In the cell organelle there are various enzymes, and the enzyme acts on the nutrients and carry out various metabolic pathways. There are two types of the pathways taking place in the cell. In one type of pathway there is breakdown of the organic compounds, while in the second type of pathway there is biosynthesis of organic compounds. The pathway in which there is catabolism, the breakdown of or oxidation of the organic compound is called as catabolism, while the second pathway in which there is biosynthesis of the macromolecules is called as anabolism. The metabolism is nothing but catabolism plus anabolism, means catabolic reactions plus anabolic reactions, it is called as the metabolic reactions or the metabolism. Catabolism mostly occur in the mitochondria. Catabolism also called as oxidation, and oxidation of nutrients occur in the mitochondria, where there is breakdown of the carbon-carbon bonds, carbon-hydrogen bonds, or the carbon-nitrogen bonds or hydrogen-nitrogen bonds due to addition of the oxygen. This is called as oxidation reaction, or there is removal of hydrogen, also called as oxidation. So, oxidation of the nutrients occur in the mitochondria in two ways, due to addition of the oxygen or removal of hydrogen. The enzyme which carry out the removal of hydrogen are called as dehydrogenases, and the enzymes which adds oxygen are called as oxidases. In this way, dehydrogenases and oxidase enzymes in the mitochondria carry out catabolism of the nutrients, whereas in the anabolism, which generally occur in the cytoplasm, therefore cytoplasmic pathway is also called as anabolic pathway. In this anabolic pathway there is biosynthesis of organic compounds. Biosynthesis occur in the cytoplasm with the help of enzymes by connecting the monomeric units. For example, amino acids are connected to each other to form a long polymer called as protein. The glucose units, which are called as monomeric units, which are connected to each other to form a long polymer called as the carbohydrate, that is polysaccharide. The third polymer, that is nucleic acid, the DNA and RNA, which are synthesized in the cell with the help of their monomeric units, which are called as nucleotides. In this way, for the synthesis of the polymers in the cytoplasm, different types of enzymes are involved, and all the enzymes are present in the cytoplasm of the cell. The cytoplasm therefore is called as site of anabolic pathways. In the anabolism, the requirement of energy, because there is joining of the organic compounds or the monomeric unit, and for the formation of bond, joining means formation of bond require energy, and this energy is supplied by the ATP molecule. There is breakdown of ATP molecule, the energy released due to the breakdown of ATP molecule utilized for the formation of bond between monomeric units. In this way, the anabolic pathway is energy consuming pathway, where catabolic pathway is energy synthesizing pathway. In this way, the mitochondria supply energy to the cytoplasm for the synthesis of organic compounds. Unless there is ATP synthesis in the mitochondria, there is no biosynthesis of organic compounds. In this way, anabolism depends upon the catabolic reaction taking place in the mitochondria. In the cell, there is balance between catabolism and anabolism. In the catabolism, large number of ATP molecules are synthesized, the ATP are supplied to the cell, therefore, there is stimulation of the anabolic pathway. Therefore, for the synthesis of large number of organic compounds or the macromolecule in the cell cytoplasm, there must be constant supply of ATP molecule. So, mitochondria supply ATP for the stimulation of enzymes or for the stimulation of anabolic pathway. The macromolecules synthesized in the anabolic pathway are utilized by the cell for various cellular activities. For example, protein synthesized in the cell cytoplasm are utilized by the cell as enzyme. In all the enzymes are proteins. Some enzymes are hormones, some enzymes are antibodies, some proteins are antibodies, some enzymes functions as the catalyst in the cell. The enzymes are activated by various coenzymes. Therefore, coenzymes are must in the cell cytoplasm, also in the mitochondria. The coenzymes are nothing but the activators of the enzymes. The coenzymes are synthesized from the vitamins. Therefore, the supply of vitamins to the cell is essential for the synthesis of coenzyme. Coenzyme activate the enzymes, both catabolic as well as anabolic enzymes. In this way, there is a normal metabolism, or there is regulation of metabolism in the cell. In this way, metabolism occur in the cell, and which is controlled by the hormones. Hormones are very important in our body, which are called as the messengers. The hormones regulate the metabolic processes, both catabolism as well as anabolism in the cell is controlled by hormones. For example, insulin hormone, it regulates the metabolism of glucose. When the glucose level in the blood is high, there is entry of glucose from blood into the cell. In the cell, the glucose is oxidized to give the pyruvate. Pyruvate then enter into mitochondria and get completely oxidized to give CO2 and H2O and release large number of ATP molecules. In this way, the insulin is essential for the metabolism of the glucose or the carbohydrate. Similarly, different nutrients require different hormones. So, hormonal action is essential for the metabolism regulation. When there is imbalance in the hormonal balance in the body, there is disturbance in the metabolic pathways. So, metabolic pathway, it not only require the nutrients, not only vitamins, it also require the hormones. The hormones, they are synthesized by the endocrine glands. The endocrine glands are stimulated by the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is stimulated by the brain. The brain sends impulse to the pituitary gland to synthesize the hormones by the various endocrine glands. The endocrine gland, they release the hormone depending upon the type of stimulus coming from the brain. In this way, the hormonal level in the blood increases. The level of hormone in the blood depends upon the type of nutrient coming from our intestine into the blood. For example, when our food contains large amount of carbohydrate, the blood sugar level increases. To maintain the blood sugar level, there must be entry of glucose from blood into the cell. For the entry of glucose from blood into the cell, there is necessity of the insulin hormone. So, insulin secretion by the pancreas increases when our food contains large number of carbohydrates. In this way, depending upon the composition of food or the level of nutrients in our blood, there is secretion of hormone, and which is the automatic process, which is controlled by the endocrine glands, by the pituitary gland, and by the brain. In this way, the regulation of metabolism. We will study in detail how the hormones regulate the metabolic pathways in the next units or the next topic. Before that, you must know the various terminologies used in the metabolism. I already told you that the metabolism consists of two processes, that is catabolism and anabolism. Catabolism plus anabolism, they are called as catabolic and anabolic pathways. They mostly takes place in the mitochondria and in the cytoplasm respectively. In the catabolism, energy is liberated, while in the anabolism, energy is consumed. Energy utilized for the formation of bonds for the biosynthesis of organic compounds. In the next slide or in the next topic, I will discuss about the functions of the metabolism, how the metabolism works in our body, or what are the different functions of the metabolic pathway in our body.